purpose of this video shoot is to present the physical or physics daily lesson plan for students of grade 12 and some of the materials that are necessary to carry out this lesson plan include we have here a ruler, we have battery, we have some marble chips here, and we have a can of soda. We also have some plain sheet of paper. We have a monitor, and we have a pencil and pen that our students will be utilizing throughout the process of this lesson. And the goal for this lesson plan or this lesson presented to students is to introduce students to the concept, the basic concept of energy, the composition and the constituents of energy, such as potential energy. We're going to introduce students to kinetic energy. We're going to introduce students to mechanical energy. And students will also be introduced to the principles and concepts of the conservation of energy. And notwithstanding these facts, we also going to introduce students to the basic calculations that come along with potential energy, kinetic energy, and introduce students to the basic formulas that students will be utilizing during the calculation process. And some of the prior knowledge that students are expected to have prior to this lesson plan include the basic concepts or the definition of kinetic energy, the basic definition of potential energy, basic definition of velocity of a body or velocity of an object, and students who also have a prior knowledge in regard to the basic definition of mechanical energy. And notwithstanding, students will also be taken through the content standards. And when we talk of content standards, we're talking about the state standards in the United States of America, and then we'll also be looking at the national standards as far as this physics syllabus is concerned. And the state standard we're going to be looking at is specifically the Virginia State. And for Virginia State standard, students will be required to understand that energy can be in the form of kinetic, potential, as far as mechanical. And when we talk of national standard, we looking at the next generation standard science, the Common Core standard, and we'll be looking at also the International Technology and Engineering Educators Association technology. Now, after that, we also did mention that, or did indicate the learning, some of the learning objectives as far as this lesson plan is concerned. And some of the learning objectives we did indicate that students will be able, or students should be able to explain in their own words what kinetic energy is about, what potential energy is about, and what does it mean that conservation of energy as principles of energy depicts that energy is neither created nor or destroyed. However, energy can only be transformed or changed from one state to another state. Now we also going to look at academic language demands. And for the language demands, we're looking at the conservation of energy again, mechanical energy, potential energy, and kinetic energy. And the language support that is required for this, or in this perspective, is mechanical energy. That is the energy that composes both potential and kinetic energy. And then we're looking at the conservation again of energy. And now we're looking at specific lesson requirements for the LU SOE. And this LU SOE depicts a character education, such as the work ethics that is required of all teachers. And as we also did indicate earlier, that the one of the Corinthian verse in the Bible states that be steadfast and stay unmovable and always abounding or in the work of the Lord. For us, you know that labor is not in vain in the Lord. And notwithstanding, we're also going to look at the formative or evidence and assessment of student learning. And this also depicts how or the extent to which a teacher will be able to ascertain the degree to which students have really understood what is it that has been impacted into them as far as this lesson plan is concerned. Now, what we're going to do, some of the techniques that we're going to utilize is students will be asked to define an energy, which we know an energy can be basically defined as the ability of work or the ability of an object to do a certain type of work, or the ability of a body to do a type of work. And we're gonna let students also see or observe these materials that we have. At the moment we're having this kind of soda. This kind of soda is at the state of rest. It is immobile. And once this soda is at the state of rest, this soda is experiencing a potential energy. As soon as this kind of soda is moved from its state of rest, then the soda begins to experience kinetic energy, and therefore energy has changed from potential to a state of motion, which is movement, and that is kinetic energy. And then we also have our boundaries. The boundaries as they are at the moment. The boundary at their state is the motionless state, or they are at the state of stationary. You're not moving, therefore you're all experiencing potential energy. And the boundary is a potential energy that can also change into electrical energy, where we have CDs will be used to use the boundaries to play some music. And that is electrical energy that is being experienced. And then for summative assessment, we're gonna look at a situation that a student would complete a gravitational potential energy diagram, and they will complete a graph using their basic rulers, where you will use these rulers to measure the length of a simple pendulum, and also to measure the distance of the simple pendulum. And the student will be asked to plot a graph or make a graphical representation of these all the data that you collect during the process. and then student will be asked to evaluate and then to tell us the shape of the graph, and if possible, student will be asked to determine the gradient of the line graph that they have plotted. And we also want to look at expectation for student learning, the standard criteria. And the criteria that will be set for student is one, a situation that students exceed expectations, situation that a student meets an expectation, a situation that student is not able to meet an expectation, that is below expectation. And for a situation the student exceeds his expectation, the student will be given a point mark of 4. In addition, it is going to denote a situation that the student record shows that he has been able to get 0 to 1 error, a 10% fewer error than 90% of the students, and also virtually free of error. And that is where the student has exceeded the expectation. In meeting the expectation, the student will also earn a 3-point mark. And that is where a student will earn 2 to 7 error, and also may make fewer errors than the average student, but not in the top 10%. And also, we're looking at a situation that student contains few errors, but not to the degree or to the threshold that such an error will interfere with the reader's ability to understand what the student has presented. And also for below expectation, we're looking at a situation student will earn only 1 point mark, or 10 or more errors, lowest 10% more errors than 90% of other students, and errors frequently interfering with readers' ability to understand the meaning of what the student has presented. And also we're going to look at how will the teachers support students to meet their goal. And in doing this, students, as they be presented with rulers, they have their mouth monitor. We also have the soda, which is denoting a chemical energy which is ingested by our body, and our body utilizes it as food. And we also have the battery that student will be asked to determine the state of the batteries, and we know the state of the batteries at the moment is potential energy, and the batteries could turn or change into electrical energy where we use it for our CDs, for musical instruments and the like. And notwithstanding, also students, we're going to ask students to stand. One of our students, Mr. Anthony, is going to stand on this table up or on his chair, and as he stands on the chair, Mr. Anthony is experiencing a potential energy. As soon as Mr. Anthony jumps from his chair down the floor, then Mr. Anthony has made a motion, a movement, and therefore his state of rest, which is potential energy, has been converted into kinetic energy. Now we are going to look at the instructional strategies that will be utilizing in order to facilitate the student learning. As we already indicated, we're going to ask student how does the marble affect its potential energy. How does the marble affect its potential energy? Now we know that student, we know already that the mass of the marble affects its potential energy and kinetic energy. And the kinetic energy will be transferred into, or the potential energy of the marble will be transferred into kinetic energy. And after, students will be required to create their own procedures where they will represent it on the data, and tabulate it, and then again make a graphical representation. And now the enclosure. We come into the enclosure of this presentation, and that is where the teacher or I will deliberately help students, help students to write 3 facts in their science notebook without looking at the books, and where it will come to an inevitable fact between the teacher, which is me, and the students, that the greater the mass of an object, therefore the greater the kinetic energy of the object. And moreover, as an object gets higher off the earth, the potential energy of the object increases. And we also know that energy is neither created or destroyed. Energy can only be transformed from one state to another, as the basic principles of energy states. And this comes, and also we're going to look at what if students are having some difficulty or experiencing difficulty in understanding the entire concept of energy as far as this lesson plan is concerned. And in that situation, we will group, students will be grouped, will be placed in groups or in teams, so that those who have obtained or gained mastery will assist those who have been, so that at the end of the tunnel, all students will understand the basic principles of energy. Thank you very much. That comes to the end.